Hey yo, black man, what's happening, man? E aí, preto hermano. Now in this one, I'm breaking down the black community within the spider web, right? And we're gonna use celebrities as the example. Now, see, as a regular, productive, responsible black man, you get caught up into these same situations. Only difference is nobody has notoriety, right? So look at this. At the very top, you see Russell Wilson, right? His connection is to Sierra. He has three children with Sierra, right? Not including Future's kid, right? But see, you have Sierra, and you see the two guys she dated was Bow Wow and Future. Now, granted, Sierra has three biological kids with Russell, including Russell taking care of one of Future's biological kids, right? Bow Wow has two baby mothers, one who you can't see because she's not really tied to anybody. But then you have Joey Chavis, if I'm saying that right, where she has a kid with Bow Wow and a kid with Future. And then off to the right, you see Future with his seven kids by however how many women, which is another story, but crazy, right? So just off of that right there, black man, just off of that right there, between let me see, that's five people, 7, 10, 13, actually 14, right? Just within five people, you have 14 kids. And you see how it's three men, two women, right? So boom, you come down to Joey Chavis. She has a kid by Future, Bow Wow, and Trayvon Diggs. Three baby daddies. Three baby daddies, black men. And then Trayvon Diggs, who has a kid with Joey, and he has a kid with Yasmin. Yasmin has a kid with Christian Wood. So she has two baby daddies. Then Trayvon Diggs' brother, and then Trayvon Diggs' brother, Stephon Diggs, is expecting a kid, or I'm sorry, he might have already had the kid with Cardi B. Cardi B was again still married to Offset, and Offset has what, six kids? Four kids? No, Offset has six kids, but he shares three of them with Cardi B. As a black man, productive, responsible black man, I always talk about, listen, when you get with a black woman, you have entered into a love triangle that you are not ready for. That you're not ready for. And especially if you meet these black women after a certain age when you know for a fact she has kids, you are now brought into her life. Not her coming into your life where you have a clean slate, a clean background. No one's calling your phone, talking about this, talking about that. You just realize real quick how messy the black community is. And as a productive, responsible, hardworking black man, this is not what you deserve. You bust your ass too much to deserve a baby mom who's attached to so many other men. Like, come on. That's why I said, yo, listen, it's a real stat. 50 to 70% of black women who will have a second child, that child will be sired by a different man. Come on, black man. This is what you deserve? See, this spider web just shows why the black community is so messed up, why there's so many children out of wedlock, why black kids go through so many problems. Because guess what? You got a dad, a stepdad. You got a backup plan for the stepdad. You got brothers and sisters who you will probably never meet. You know how many times I've met people who talk about, yeah, I got 12 brothers and sisters, not including me. And out of my 12 siblings, I've only met four of them. The other four are living with their mom across the country. Dude, some of them are living across the city and never met them in the same state. Never met the other family members. But see, it's so messy that, listen, as a black man, you get caught up into this. And guess what? You're responsible for Glock. Listen, out of every man on this list, right? I mean, again, you don't really hear about Bow Wow in the public eye no more. But look at Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is the quote unquote good guy who is the man that black women are looking for. Russell Wilson is the kind of guy black women look for after they can't lock down a guy like Future, right? So you get pregnant by Future, but you don't marry him. But then you go and meet Russell Wilson and you have 3 kids by him. See, ultimately, as a man, Russell Wilson, you took an L. You was better off losing a Super Bowl back to back to back years, never making it going to the conference finals every year, than taking on Sierra and raising her bastard son. So who cares if you ask Future son, okay, who's your dad? Or better yet, who's a better dad, Future or Russell? Who cares if the kid says Russell? That's nothing to be proud about. That's nothing to big yourself up about. That's nothing to pat yourself on the back about because guess what? All you are is a stepdad. Stepdads don't get respect. I'm not saying some of you people probably don't respect your stepdad if you have one, but listen, most kids want to be around their biological father. It's one thing if you never in your life met your father, spoke to your father, you don't know what he looks like. If Russell been around since birth and that's all you know is Russell, okay, cool. Future's son knows who Future is. Future's son goes to school, and guess what? Kids are saying, "Oh man, your dad's so cool. Your dad's so cool." Which one you talking about, Russell or Future? You see what I'm saying? But look at all these baby moms, dude. There are what? Let me see. One, two, three, four, five, six. It's 7 men on the list, and it's 4 women. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me see. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. 17, 20, 23. Just on this list right here, there are 24 children. 24 children on this list, black man. And it's 4 women. 24 children and it's 4 women. Again, we know Future and Offset have multiple baby moms, but this one man was allowed to sire this many children. Like I said, this is why the black community is cooked. This is why, as a black man, if you're looking to have children, that's why you have a better chance of looking at women who are non-black. In the, I think the Hispanic community, right? The population of women is like 10 million, maybe 11, somewhere between 10 and 12 million more Hispanic women, right? Latinas in general compared to black women. So that means, guess what? The fact that most black women are already single moms, and when it comes to Latinas, there's actually a 1-to-1 ratio of fathers to mothers. There's a surplus, right? There's a surplus of single Latinas who don't have kids. There's a surplus, right? We already know that white women are the dominant. Uh, uh, we already know. We already know that white women. We already know that white women we already know that white women are the dominant group in America when it comes to the females. So as a black man, if you want kids with a white woman, listen, I think it's God, I forgot the numbers. It's probably well over 100 million white women in the country. So as a black man, you look into the white community to look for a single white woman with no kids. Dude, come on, it's easy. It's easy. You'll find a surplus of white women to have kids with and start a family with simply because it's so many of them available. Again, you go to the Asian community, okay, Asian women, yo, listen, it's not as many Asian women as there are Latinas and white women, even black women, but the chances of finding a woman who has no kids, yo, easy. Because why? At least they definitely stick to a culture. They're not having kids out of wedlock because that's shamed upon. That's looked down upon, right? You as a black man, you go and find you an Asian girl, you're guaranteed to not run across a single mom. But when it comes to looking for black women, yo, you can't even throw a rock and hit a pond without finding a black woman who already have kids. Even down to the chop work, dude. You can go and lower your standard. Okay, I'll take a 3 out of 10. I'll take a 4 out of 10. Even she has kids. So you already know the more attractive ones have kids. This is why, as a black man, listen, you're bound to lose. You keep on getting, and listen, hold on. I'm showing you celebrities. I'm showing you celebrities. Think about the average Keisha. Okay, she might not have as many kids, right? Or she might have one kid. But guess what? She's still having sex with Gloctavius on the side, still talking to other dudes on the side while trying to date you and seeing how can she extract and finesse you. It's it's a weird love triangle. Forget a triangle. It's a octagon. It's a hexagon. It's a pentagon. Like you got to keep on going up and doubling up and tripling up because when you get locked in with Keisha, you realize how now you're tied to other men. Now you're tied to other women that those men been with. Like, come on. I caught on to that early. Er, Everything I talk about in my content, for the most part, I learned everything in high school. There wasn't too much that I learned in university that I didn't learn in high school. By the time that I got to university, and I would say when I finished, I was already like 80% laced up, like going into university. It's just the fact that, maybe I wanted to be in denial. I was thinking, okay, man, maybe it's not all like that. Maybe, I should be a bit more optimistic. No, as a black man, when it comes to dealing with black women, keep your expectations very low. I'm talking so low to the point to where you don't even try. Because I'm telling you, dude, after 18, there really is no point in trying with black women because let's keep it a stack. Most of you dudes, for the quote unquote good black women that's out here, they get snatched up early. They're not really getting past the ages of what, 20 years old, and she's out here making all these mistakes. No one's locking down a black woman at 28 years old. By 28, she already has a kid. She might already have two kids. So what? You as a black man, that's what you deserve? Yo, me, me, even when it comes down to just a quick hookup, I don't want to hook up with a woman that already has kids. Why? Her time is already occupied by who? The child and the baby father. Yo, black man, I'm telling you, man, this is why I always tell dudes increase your standard because you don't realize how much you're taking on. And again, you want to play that stepdad role. See, there's guys who become stepdads. Think about this. Russell Wilson was a single man before getting with Sierra. Do you think Sierra was going to be willing to have three kids by Russell if she didn't have that one kid by Future? No. She wasn't even looking Russell's way. She wasn't even looking Russell Wilson's way. And I remember I heard this stupid black bitch talk about, oh, Russell and Sierra, they have cute kids. Yo, Russell is done. He's washed. He can't even win a Super Bowl no more. They keep trading him to different teams because guess what? He's done. All his energy is going into Sierra and those damn kids. You feel me? Clay Thompson, he's done. He's washed. Meg Thee Stallion is draining him for all his energy. His dumbass went and bought a house with her. And I'm telling you, listen, they're not going to last. I'm telling you, dude, these black simps, they get with these black women, they don't realize, listen, dude, you're gonna lose. All because she's making it easy for you. Those same dudes would say, listen, oh man, you just bitter. Oh man, you just mad. You don't realize how you're about to be the next target, dumbass. But guess what? Oh, you're worried about me talking about the reality behind the situation. Oh, come on, son. Again, 24 children on the list, and it's four mothers, right? Again, we know Offset and Future have multiple baby moms. But again, look at how the women within the circle are willing to reproduce with so many men. This is why the black community has so many blended families because guess what? The women don't give a damn. Yo, black man, I'm just showing you guys more proof, more reasons why you don't need to be doing this. But again, I know some dudes, you're going to fall to the wayside. You're going to be weak. And it is what it is, right? Anyways, black man, I'm out. Peace.